You have this entrepreneur skill of finding gaps and making something out of it. And that's how you later on discovered that there was a challenge working with sound design in public environment. And with this knowledge, then you established Lexter back in 2009.
Yes.
So tell us then, what was the need in the market? What was the public spaces doing wrong or actually not doing enough?
What happened is that when I had my production company, we also start to have customers. We work a lot with Disney, for an example, and they had products that we want to bring out closer with the sound that we produced. So 2003, 2004, I wanted to bring out those products with sound. But there was like no Google in that time, and we knew how to bring it out and the sound, but we didn't know how to handle the technology in store. So we started to search around that, and we couldn't figure it out. That was something that was just placed in my head, that why isn't it possible to do this? There must be some technology somewhere, but I couldn't find it, obviously. But the thoughts start to grow, and then it grow bigger and bigger, because when you start to enter a field where you think there is something, a gap or something in there, I was more aware of, how should I say, the possibilities that you could do. The possibilities was in my head, and I didn't know if the market were sharing my thoughts. So we start to do bits and pieces for some customers, where we were building this like small speakers. We put in furnitures and stuff like that. So and then 2007, 2008, I started to find the technology, and then it was like boom, it was blowing up again. So 2009, Lexter was just like a company where no employees. We were just what should I say? We were more like trying to find out if the market wanted what we thought the market could need when it comes to both like experience, but also to create better sound environments. And in that time, and it still is, that a lot of, if you look at retail, for an example, there's still many shops and stores that are playing music in alarm speakers, which is totally insane. There's a lot of problems around that. First of all, the speakers are not made to provide good music quality. The second one is that alarm speakers are placed to alarm, not to give you a good experience. And the crew who's working in those areas might end up having a speaker above their head 8 hours a day. So there's like a lot of problems in that. So when we start to discover there is a market that no one touched except from in-store music. There's nothing else done. We just start to realize there is an enormous gap. There is a market for more companies than just my company. So then you need to find customers that would be ready to invest. So then we start to hunt customers and also educate it. It's not like customers doesn't want good quality sound environment and sound design. It's a lot about knowledge, because we speak most of the time. We speak about what we visual see. We don't pay attention so much to what we hear, because we take hearing for granted a lot. It will affect us especially when we are in environments that are bad for us. We will get stressed, and we will have like a lot of things going on inside. We might even leave a shop or a store or a mall or whatever. We don't know exactly why, but we didn't enjoy to be there, and we're not going back.
Back then, how easy or challenging was it to convince the retail stores to implement this and actually let you guys go in and make a change?
I would say it was like climbing a mountain, because first of all, you need to find, if it is like a small store, it's easy to find who to talk to, but we were trying to find like bigger bones. So then you need to have meetings with a lot of people, because there is no budget for or in that time there was like no budget for sound environment,
because nobody thought about it.
no, so you needed to meet people at the marketing department, you need to meet people at the concept department, and then you need to meet people in the construction field and put them at the same table, because when you explain that what sound can do for them, no one would say, no, I don't want this. The answer at that time would be, I would really enjoy to have what you're talking about, but there is no budget. So we needed to find different people in the same company, put them at the table, and they will together make a decision to take a bit of each budget to create a new budget. So that's how we started to work with Åhléns, for an example. It took me like 1.5 years to even get close to something that just to find the right people to get them at the same table. And then we had the opportunity to do 1,200 square meter in the way that we were telling them that this is what sound can actually do for you. So when we implemented that sound design concept in the big store in Stockholm, then our customer realized, because there's something, when it's ready, when you speak about sound, it's not that interesting. You need to hear sound.
Yeah, you need to be in the experiment. You need to show it. Yeah.
And we didn't have the customers a place to go to, really. So I would say our big breakthrough was when we did the Modgalleria. Because then we had like a brave customer. We were invited early on, and then when we brought the concept to show them the concept and the price of the concept, I felt like if they would be brave enough to do half of it, it would be extremely good. And then they went all in, and it was like amazing. Because then we had opportunity also to do all those things that was in the head. We to be honest, we never made anything like that before. So we had to find a way working through it.